broadcasting from a different room today, as you guys could probably tell from some of my normal setups. And so what we have in front of us today is a Batocera image. I've never tried Batocera before. This was my first time booting it up because I've just never decided to play around with it. But this was teased by Retro Lizard a few days ago. He uploaded a couple of videos. I'm not sure who the dev team is, but obviously it's the team that works with Batocera. They finally got Lightguns fully integrated to make it plug and play compatible. As you can see, the send-in menu is around the screen. And I'm just going to give you guys a quick overall look at two Lightguns. Hopefully they both work at the same time. I do see both of them there in the menu. I did try two send-in Lightguns. They wouldn't respond. Well, actually, they do show up. I mean, you can start the second player with the send-in Lightgun. However, I wasn't able to shoot or do anything else with the second send-in Lightgun. But I do have the AE Lightgun and the send-in Lightgun both working at the same time. So I'm going to experiment with some gameplay here, see what we can get. But they did a really impressive job fully implementing all the Lightgun games that you can on here. I believe the AE Lightgun is already configured. Send-in Lightgun, Dolphin Bar, Gun 4 IR. I do believe the sensitivity options as far as the calibration may be slightly off, but that's kind of something small to overlook, depending upon what your current needs are. I'm not sure if I'll get around to doing a full tutorial as far as doing an install, but as far as installing Batocera, you pretty much want to write the image like you would a retropie image, and then of course boot this into your PC. I have a standard PC over here, something that just junked around like an old Dell or whatever, and you go into your UEFI config files in your BIOS and boot from there, if you guys are familiar with that, on your motherboard. Now, personally, I would recommend doing that on your main PC. I've had several problems booting Windows and switching back and forth between legacy and UEFI mode when doing that. But obviously, that's up to your discretion. I mean, it is fine for most people, but sometimes it could be hard to switch back and forth without having some issues or probably some other boot configuration going on with your main PC. But let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. We'll see how these respond, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. But primarily, I wanted to show everybody that this does work because not everybody has two different forms of light guns or two AE light guns or two send-ins laying around. But I don't know if two AEs will work, but as of right now, I can tell you that at least the send-in and the AE light gun does work hand in hand. So let's go ahead and jump in this and let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm actually attempting to hit start on the AE light gun, which is the second gun here on this part of the video, and apparently there's no button set for the defaulted gun. Now, to my understanding, I don't think the original developers or any of the testers have an AE light gun. That's why I also wanted to test along with Retro Lizard. But other than that, this is a pretty decent build. But unfortunately, from what I've been told after the recording of this video, is that two-player gun mode only works in main, and there's further development needed to make two light guns work across a number of different front ends. All right, so let's move on over to Virtual Cop. Obviously, that calibration wouldn't work for the AE light gun. So even though it's recognized in the menu, apparently it's not working for two players. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's what we got right now. All right, so it appears the AE light gun doesn't have a default start button on here. Let me see what happens when I click the gamepad. See if it'll start from here. Nope, guess not.
Sports shooting, U.S. Your mission is to secretly infiltrate so you can find out who is responsible for stealing the satellite. Good luck.
Looks like the work of Argus.
That's how they operate.
You'll never get this disc. Let's get out of here.
No, we have to get the disc back.
You cannot.
All right, so before I quit out, I'm going to do one last thing. Obviously, the AE light gun is plugged in, but what I want to do is go ahead and plug all the light guns and see if it will start as a dedicated light gun for this one. As of right now, it is tracking with the AE light gun, but I think everything right now is defaulted for one player sending. So let's get everything unplugged and see what happens. All right, I can still navigate with the AE right now. Let's go ahead and start a game. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and play 2 games and see what happens. Just want to make sure if it works for different emulators. Start. So there is a start button on the AE light gun. This is the start button. The button here on the front.
Your mission is to secretly.
Jesus, this thing's accurate as hell.
Let's get out of here.
No, we have to get the disc back.
All right, let's try another game. Let's switch on over to something else. Some PlayStation.
Big Chase. Let's go.
All right, so it does detect both guns. As you could see up there in that top left-hand corner, there's a circle. Well, there's one. This is the main one. The second one isn't tracking at all. But if you look up there at that top left-hand corner right there, I'm going to squeeze in here on the second one. You can see it's responding in some way, and you can navigate with the second controller. So let's see if there's a button you have to hit. Let me just pull up a game really quick and see what happens. Let's see if I can put a game freaking start it. Why don't you start a game? Or we'll just pick confidential mission. No, it doesn't look like it's... Oh, wait. I think it does recognize both guns. Yeah, the aim looks like it's off. Yeah, it's off a little bit.
Let's get out of here.
No, we have to get the disc back.
It's weird. It's like it's moving off center. Like at certain times it's accurate, but at other times it's not. Yeah, it's off a little bit to the left here. Let me. I don't know if I can do this here. You see, it's off a little bit. It's to the left, and this is on a. I think this is a 50-inch TV. See, at that point, it looked like it was accurate, but yeah, let's move it again. Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it's just off a little bit to the left, but the second gun, it does respawn. I mean, I can start a game with the second controller, as you can see. Hit the button here.
It's coming through the vents.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. Let me get the other one. Oh. All right, let's try the second gun. So I gotta press the button to start. As you can see, it pops up, but I can't fire. Yeah, so no, two sending guns, as far as I know, won't work unless somebody else can try something a little differently. But I did change the firmware update and change the color of the gun and all that other good stuff. So, well, there you go. All right, everyone, that about does it. So I definitely recommend this build if you want to use one light gun. Two probably works. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there's an additional configuration file or something in the options that needs to be initiated. But by default, plugging this in, only one light gun works, even though two light guns does show that it is tracking. And so those are just my concerns about it. Those are just my opinions. But other than that, this is a great front end. This particular image is something that Retro Lizard made for the community. I do believe he said it's going to go up on Arcade Punks in the next few days. This particular image is about 100 and I think he said it was 120 gigs. And so it took a couple hours for it to download from Mega. It's going to go up on other websites like Arcade Punks and so forth. But it has additional games on here as far for light guns. But as of right now, no, I don't see two players working. Again, unless there's something I'm doing wrong. But this is a pretty fun image and something to play around with. The team definitely spent a lot of time working on this. And having the overall the overall sending menu on top is a nice added touch. It is just truly plug and play compatible from that end. You can access the settings that I've seen so far. We really haven't played around with it. I think this was just updated or uploaded last night. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out Retro Lizard's video as well, because he has some other light gun tutorials to share with you. But make sure you guys check out AE Light Gun and also send in. They do have some products available. I think AE might be backlogged right now, but they are ramping out some new products for the new guns and whatnot. But pretty cool. I can try the Dolphin Bar if you guys want me to sometime next time, but I don't have a gun for IR right now. But these are some of just the top of the line leading light guns out there for your enjoyment. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. You guys all have a great day. Peace out. Bye bye.